Hamza Soham, Hamza Soham Ekam. Hamza Soham, Hamza Soham, Hamza Soham Ekam. Hamza Soham, Hamza Soham, Hamza Soham Ekam. Hamza Soham, Hamza Soham, Hamza Soham
Let's inquire into what makes one entrepreneur anxious and fearful, and another entrepreneur fearless and calm, even though both may be equally talented. What makes one couple capable of being present to each other, delight in each other's company, dissolve differences, and get back together with love, and another couple misunderstand each other, hurt each other, fight constantly, and slowly move away like two icebergs in different directions, in loneliness. What makes one student focused, passionate, joyful, and vision driven, and another student equally brilliant, distracted, disinterested, addicted, and totally unhappy with life? These are puzzles you are witnessing every day in your life. Let us look at solving this puzzle. The difference between these two kinds of people is living with an enlightened mind and an unenlightened mind. In the coming weeks, let us explore the philosophical, mystical, neurobiological, and empirical dimensions of an enlightened mind and an unenlightened mind. Let us explore ways for you to be an anxiety-free entrepreneur, a connected parent, a passionate student, and an emotionally present partner. This time that we are together is to awaken an inner power to conquer mental stress, to conquer the numerous challenges of life from an enlightened mind. Shri ji, my wife, and I will lead you into wisdom and ways with which you can nurture an enlightened mind. I am Shri Krishna ji, co-creator of Ekam, along with my wife Shri Preeta ji. Our vision is to create 80,000 engaged, enlightened people on the planet. Our vision symbolically is to create you into Buddha driving an eco-friendly Benz with your loved ones. Here, Buddha refers to an enlightened mind. An eco-friendly Benz refers to your abundance you will experience in your external life. And journeying with your loved ones refers to you being engaged in the world. Historically, if you have seen, there have either been enlightened people or achievers. There has very, very rarely been a combination of the two. And we want to create this extraordinary fusion that the earth needs today. Namaste. So let us go forward from here. Do you think when you're frustrated, trying to solve a technical problem or a market problem or a financial problem, your brain is in the same condition as that of Archimedes when he discovered the principle of buoyancy? No. Archimedes was in an enlightened brain state. Let us go a little bit deeper into the story. The king of Syracuse challenged Archimedes, who was his court scientist, to test if the crown given to him by the goldsmith was made of pure gold or not, without melting it. Archimedes asked for a few days to solve the problem. But whatever Archimedes did, he could not find the truth without melting the crown. And the deadline decided by the king was coming closer. He feared the king's anger. One day, as Archimedes entered the bathtub, Suddenly, the answer struck him as he saw his body displace a huge volume of water from the tub. He saw there is a relationship between the mass of his body and the amount of water displaced, and at once he had the insight. Using this principle, he could find out if the crown was made of pure gold or not. He was so thrilled that he could solve the problem that he ran naked on the streets shouting Eureka, meaning, I have found it. The brain state in which he saw what he could not see all those days is what I call an enlightened brain state. An enlightened mind means an enlightened brain state, and an unenlightened mind means an unenlightened brain state. Like the heart pulses so many times a minute, the brain also emits electrical impulses, which are measured in cycles per second. Do you know that when a thought flows in your mind, it is actually electricity coursing from one neuron to another? If you were to take all the electricity that is coursing in your brain and channel it, you might be able to actually light an electric bulb. Let us get back and understand the correlation between your brain and your mind. Your brain functions in 5 electrical wave patterns. Some of you know this, but I want to show you the mysterious connections between the brain waves and your mind. Keep listening with attention. On an average, most people check into their social media anything between 100 to 150 times a day. Most people live in a state of distraction and agitation, whether they're talking to someone, or doing something, working, or trying to find a solution for a problem, anything. They are in a constant state of distraction. When you are in this agitated, stressed out state of mind, your brain is in the beta brainwave mode. In beta brainwave mode, your brain is vibrating at 13 to 30 or 40 cycles a second. In this state, concentration, listening, focus, nothing is possible. You are internally in a state of noise and chaos. This state is literally called the monkey mind state. It's a mind where it's totally distracted, it's jumping up and down, and it's unable to focus or concentrate or do anything. The attention span is very, very less. The second brainwave state is alpha. This is a state where attention, focus, memory, everything is possible. When you are in this state, you become very focused and concentrated. Your efficiency increases. And if your efficiency increases, obviously your success, your achievement, everything in life will get better. In this state, your brain vibrates at 8 to 13 cycles per second. The third brainwave state is theta. In theta, the brain vibrates at 4 to 7 cycles per second. This is a brain state where intuition is possible, and this state is very, very important. In this state, your brain acts like a channel that can tune into the greater intelligence of the universe. Like what happened to Archimedes in the bathtub when he discovered the principle of buoyancy. He discovered it because he could tune into the intelligence that's present in this universe, and that tuning can only happen when you are in the theta state. The fourth brainwave state is delta. In this state, the brain vibrates at 1 to 3 cycles per second. This is usually the state of dreamless deep sleep. Of course, there are sages who can move into delta while being awake, and this is called Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Now, the fifth brainwave state is a relatively recent discovery by the scientists and is called the gamma state. In gamma state, there are 2 brain waves. One is the low gamma and the other is the high gamma. In low gamma states, you awaken to compassion and truly feeling for the other. Here, the brain cycle is around 40 to 80 cycles per second. And then you have the high gamma brainwave state. This is an extraordinary brainwave state. Here you experience powerful states of enlightenment, states of oneness, where all forms of separation ceases. In this brainwave state, millions and millions of neurons are vibrating above 80 cycles per second. Gamma is also the state where your life has sudden openings to miraculous healings in the body, and also miraculous openings in life itself. That is, your challenges, your problems miraculously get solved, and your life keeps moving forward, and you achieve great things. And you're achieving it from a powerful inner state, a state which is like the Buddha state. So you are becoming an achiever, but your inner state is like that of the Buddha. And that's possible in the high gamma state. At ACOM, we have developed an entire mystic technology to move you from beta into other 4 brain states as you walk, as you work, as you relate, and as you live your life. It is not about being in the states only during meditation or while you're hearing to some musics that are being played on your headphones. This is about enlightened living. What does that mean? It means you living in that enlightened state of mind as you're relating to your family, as you're relating to your friends, as you're relating to your children, as you're relating to your work, as you're going about living your daily life. It is about living in an enlightened state, a state of the Buddha, where you're present to life. And that is our vision.